Great Mosque of Mecca, Arabic Masjid al-Haram, also called Holy Mosque or Haram Mosque. A mosque in Mecca built to enclose the Kaaba, the holiest shrine in Islam, as one of the destinations of the Hajj and Umrah pilgrimages. It receives millions of worshippers each year. The oldest parts of the modern structure date to 16th century. The mosque, which comprises a rectangular central courtyard surrounded by the covered prayer areas, is the site of several pilgrimage rituals. Pilgrims use the courtyard to perform the circumambulation of the Kaaba, known as the Tawaf. Two more sacred sites are located in the courtyard: the Station of Abraham, Arabic Qam Ibrahim, a stone which Islamic tradition associates with the Quranic account of the rebuilding of the Kaaba by Abraham and Ismail Islam, and Zamzam well, a sacred spring immediately to the east and north of the courtyard, are Al-Safa and Al-Marwa, two small hills which pilgrims must run or walk between in rituals known as the Say. In the 20th century, an enclosed passageway between the two hills was appended to the mosque. Al-Masjid al-Nabawi, Prophet's Mosque, is great mosque in Medina, Saudi Arabia. It stands on the site of mosque built by Prophet Muhammad himself next to his house and contains his tomb. The Prophet's Mosque is the second holiest mosque in the world. The original Prophet's Mosque was built by the Prophet himself next to the house where he settled after his Hijrah immigration to Medina in 1622 AD. It was an open-air building with a raised platform for the reading of the Quran. A square enclosure of the 30 times 35 meters, the mosque was built with palm trunks and mud walls and access through three doors: Bab-e-Rahma to the south, Bab-e-Jibril to the west, and Bab-el-Nisa to the east. The basic plan of the building has since been adopted in the building of other mosques throughout the world. Al-Aqsa Mosque, also known as Al-Aqsa and Bayt al-Muqaddas, is the third holiest site in Islam and an Islamic shrine located in the old city of Jerusalem. And the mosque itself is part of Al-Haram Ashrif, or Sacred Noble Sanctuary, together with the Dome of Rock, a site which is also known as Temple Mount, as the holiest site in Jerusalem, because it is believed to be the Temple of Jerusalem once stood. Muslims believe that Prophet Muhammad, be peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, was transported from the sacred mosque in Mecca to Al-Aqsa Mosque during the night journey. Islamic tradition states that Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, led prayers toward his mosque until the 7th month of the immigration, when Allah ordered him to return to the Kaaba. Quba is the place on the outskirts of Mina where the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, accompanied by Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, arrived and first stayed after migrating from Mecca. They arrived on Monday, 12th Rabi al-Awwal, 14 years after prophethood, and this date marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar Hijrah, 16th July 1622 CE. A masjid was established here by the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, the first to be built in Islam. On arriving in the village of Quba after the blessed Hijrah migration, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, stayed for several days in the house of Kulthum bin Hadam, May Allah be pleased with him, and laid the foundations of Masjid Quba on his land. Prior to the migration of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, the Muslims sometimes offered their Friday prayers at the house of Sa'ad bin Fatumah, may Allah be pleased with him, which was closed by the location of his house, was included in the modern-day extension of Masjid Quba, but the location of the house of Khaltum bin Hadam, may Allah be pleased with him, is marked by a few builders to the southwest of Masjid Quba. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, personally carried stones, rocks and sand with his companions for the construction work. Al-Tabarani quoted Al-Shemas bint al-Nu'man as saying, I saw the Prophet when he constructed this mosque. He used to carry stones and rocks on his back until it was bent. I also saw dust on his dress and belly, but when one of his companions would come to take the load of him, he would say no and ask the companions to go and carry a similar load instead.